What if we could build software like a master craftsman builds a watch? A single, perfect thing designed to outlive its creator. I mean, could you actually write a single line of code that was guaranteed to run forever? And that question, the question of digital immortality, it's what sent me down this rabbit hole. And what I found isn't just a better app. It's the blueprint for software that can actually live. And the only analogy I found that even comes close is a black box flight recorder for the new internet. But the more I looked, the more I realized it isn't just a better black box. It's a living one. And I think I figured out the 3 engineering breakthroughs hidden inside that brings it to life. My first aha moment is when I realized how it solves for the original sin of all software. Think of it like a traditional airplane. You have the pilot, which is like the code, and it's in the cockpit in the very front. And then you have the flight recorder, the data, and it's all the way in the tail. They're in 2 separate, vulnerable places. But a canister, it fuses them together. And the way I started to think about it is simple. The pilot is the black box. And that fusion makes it not just unbreakable, but tamper-proof. So the record is the reality. But an unbreakable body, it just isn't enough, right? A normal app, it's just a dead tool. It's a puppet. It only moves when the corporate master, a server owned by Amazon or Google, pulls its strings. And if that server goes down, the puppet collapses. It has no life of its own. And this is the next piece of the puzzle I found. So, a canister is an actor. It has its own thread of consciousness. It doesn't wait to be told what to do. It's a perpetual witness, always on, always running, always aware. And this is the final discovery, the one that really blew my mind. A normal black box has a battery that eventually dies. Every app we ever used is the same. It's completely dependent on corporate credit cards to pay its power bill. When the funding stops, the machine dies. But a canister has an infinite power source. It has its own internal economic engine. It pays for its own existence with fuel cost cycles. As long as the network exists, it can power itself. It's built to run forever. And that's where the scale of this whole thing really hit me. When you combine these 3 discoveries, an unbreakable body, a perpetual witness, and an infinite power source, the only logical conclusion is that you don't just have a better black box. You have the blueprint for a permanent, autonomous, digital life form. And I realized, that's not just a technical breakthrough, that's a human one. For all of history, we've had this deep, primal need to create something that outlives us. A stonemason building a cathedral, a watchmaker forging the perfect timepiece. We want to leave a legacy, but in the digital world, that has been impossible. Everything ever built has been a temporary sandcastle destined to be washed away. So, the takeaway is this. The discovery of canisters isn't just about the unbreakable code. It's about the declassification of a true digital legacy. It's the first time in history a creator can sit down and architect a piece of their soul into pure code. And no, it has the potential to exist for generations. And that means the era of digital sandcastles, it's over. And the era of digital cathedrals starts now. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, stay blessed.